If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
Say nothing. It's a fucking commoner.
Yeah, I don't speak to you. Well,
everyone's a spy.
I shouldn't have asked.
Some fucking bugaboo.
Okay.
Of course, my lady.
Everyone in fucking King's Landing is a spy. Even Tyrion doesn't trust him.
Right?
You work for Lady Marjorie?
Yeah.
See, that's him confirming
I may be wrong.
my status.
But it seems like you do.
Say nothing. It's a fucking commoner.
See?
Perhaps you should come back later.
Yeah.
See, I know about this game.
Of course, my lady.
Isaac was in there before we even started this.
I was, actually.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to this part. I was like, oh, that other shit I could care less about. Let's go to King's Landing and just act like an asshole. I dare you to be a huge dick to Marjorie.
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
That's.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk.
That's a pun, right?
Come, there's something we must
What's wrong
discuss.
with
Her
her
cleavage, though.
clothes?
Her cleavage, like...
Makes up for it.
No. It looks terrible.
Yeah.
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A
Take
dear
off my
friend.
glasses and...
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family.
Yeah, that does look
I
horrible.
feel your
looks
pain
like
as if it were
yeah.
my own. What you've suffered is
But it's
beyond
just like, look,
imagining.
real person's face.
And your poor family as well.
My family
Clearly not a
wrote
real
me,
person's
my lady.
face.
I don't doubt they must be.
Person's face.
Yeah, you can kind of tell, like, oh, we have something to
you
map
must
up
not
of,
despair.
and then the other one's
We will
like,
get
let's
through
just
this
make something
together.
up.
Yeah.
You must understand there are limits to
Ooh,
what I can
jealousy is
say,
on the edge.
especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept.
Wow, that sounds hotter than it probably should
She
be.
mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you as a traitor.
Yeah.
She was very pleased with herself.
How did you respond?
I told her you are one of my most trusted handmaidens, that you can hardly be
It did,
blamed
yeah.
for the actions of your
Well,
father
I think
and
also the
brother.
subtitles keep jumping because
Nonetheless.
there's room for the command or the.
She demands
Speech
I don't know why
commands.
that's not
She
like
wants
above
an
that.
apology of some sort for what
It's
I
never
don't
been like
know,
that in
but
previous games.
she's waiting for us
It's not a
now,
huge
and I
deep,
promised
like,
I would
problem.
bring
I'm
you
just-
to her. I wouldn't
Because it
ask
hasn't been
this
around
if it were
before, I'm
not
just curious.
important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
I don't know
What do
you
I
want me to
say?
say to her.
Find a way to appease her.
Oh, yeah.
Tell her.
Fucking go down on
Tell her
them.
what she wants to hear.
To the full metal bitch. You want me to go up to her and appease her.
See if the
That's
Queen
what she
Regent
wants
is
to
ready
hear.
to receive us.
I know, I just like that phrase.
I love that phrase.
That's a good phrase. I read that, I read the manga for that. I like it better
Where's
than...
that from again?
Edge of Tomorrow is the movie it's from, and then the manga it's based off was...
You'll be fine. I know
That's
you
right, that was
will.
based off a manga.
Yeah,
may
all you need
feel
is
one
kill.
thing, but you
That
must
was
say
manga, that was
another.
book.
Yeah,
That's cool.
and the manga's a
Is that the
tad
first
bit
ever,
better.
like, Hollywood blockbuster to be based off a manga?
Yeah,
luck.
they just don't really advertise that as a manga.
Did you see it?
Edge of Tomorrow? Yeah, Live, Die, Repeat.
It was actually really good. I figured it'd just be like a, whatever, like, let's watch this movie. I'm sure it won't be
Honestly,
bad.
not the biggest fan of Tom Cruise. Especially
Tom
since,
Cruise.
like, I started, like, every time I see him, I see that, like,
little
middle
person?
tooth
You can
in the
do
That
middle
little
of
guy
his
next to the
face.
Queen?
Yeah.
See, he has a tooth in the middle of his face. Like, we got all these, like, parts that
Oh.
are too front he just has one tooth in the middle of his face.
Yeah, feel similarly about him as with Keanu Reeves, but the difference is that Keanu Reeves, at least, like, the movie can be interesting sometimes. Tom Cruise, I'm always like, everybody shut up.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you
I'll
looking
concede
lovely?
2 points on Keanu Reeves and Tom
Lord
Cruise.
Tyrion. Your Grace,
Keanu Reeves had did Bill and Ted.
with
Yeah.
your permission,
And
allow
Thank you
me
for
to
that.
Cruise
introduce
did-
Lady
oh my
Mira
God,
of
I
House
can't remember
Forrester.
his name. The one where he's basically running a whorehouse in high school.
I will speak truly,
Yeah, you're right.
Your Grace.
His mouth is
I should
kind of
hope so.
to the
Speak
right.
falsely, and it'll be worse for
Right
you.
here.
Right.
House Forrester is a northern house
Is this the
loyal
test?
to the king.
This is the
This
test.
is the
I
test.
beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl.
And this one looks normal.
Is your family loyal to the king?
Fuck
Sure.
no.
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She
Oh,
is.
wow. To the one true king.
Yeah, that's no.
To the one true king.
That's
The
not
one
what she
true
wanted to
king.
hear.
Yet she didn't say which.
Tyrion, come on now. Cut us some slack.
This girl's clip.
She only meant...
I don't care what she meant. I care what she said. I won't
Proof
stand
that
for
your head is in the
impertinence
wrong
from a girl
place.
alone.
If you would give her the chance to explain...
Perhaps she can explain why the Foresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark for centuries. A house of traitors.
They were our wardens.
Yeah,
wardens of the
that was my
North.
first
We
instinct.
all served at the pleasure of the
But I
king.
kind of hovered around Axel, so I'm not gonna lie.
Clever girl.
Clever girl.
See, Tyrion
Perhaps
proves
too
my
clever
case.
gets
for her
it.
own good. And she would have us believe she didn't know which king she served. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
He is the new warden.
Is he?
Yep.
Oh,
He is
well
the
then, yeah.
warden of the North, your grace.
I looked at that at first and I was just kind of like, is that
He
just an
is.
answer to make her
And
happy?
I, the Queen
But if he
Regent, and
actually
Tyrion, the
is...
Master of Coin.
Oh, it kind of... Oh, my back.
The girl has a remarkable talent for answering questions while in fact saying nothing at all.
Yeah, kind of like,
Old allegiances
Yeah.
are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there
Sounds
are others
great.
who would happily serve
What do I do
that
about it?
purpose, but I trust we can rely on House
Oh.
Forrester.
Forster Ironwood
Damn it, he
does
is a
seem
lumberjack,
rather
isn't he?
unique.
yeah.
Yes,
yeah,
Your Grace.
whatever.
It would be a shame to see it fall
Three
into
ways
the
of saying
hands
the same
another
thing.
house.
Yeah.
I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
I won't dishonor myself, your grace.
Whatever that means for you, but I'll take care of myself.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an
Oh,
interesting question.
good placement of the Iron Throne back
Can we
there.
truly
Yeah,
blame
really.
those who end up on the wrong side of the wall? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
What?
I
Okay.
won't judge her, your grace. I wasn't there. I didn't face her decisions.
Aren't you a delightful girl? If only one could flit through life without ever holding an opinion of their own.
I have my own
If there's a
opinions,
point
but
to
I
this,
oppose the
I
fucking
hope you
queen.
find it quickly.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was wondering.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is
Yeah,
filled
that's
with all
kind of like-
sorts of ambitious
That's pretty
opportunists
easy
looking
thing
to
define,
reinvent
actually.
themselves,
It's like, yeah,
pretending to be something they're not.
Pretty
You're
subjective.
dumb.
Who
Yeah.
knows
You're
what
dumb,
lies within
Cersei.
their hearts?
So in other words, she's pretty
You're a
accurate.
girl from the north here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
Let the
would...
girl answer the question.
My loyalties would never conflict, your grace.
That's a coward's answer. I will not have my time wasted by a northern girl who thinks she can play games. Who do you choose?
Ooh.
Oh, flat out.
Lie. Lie.
Yeah, remember kids?
King, of course.
Always lie.
This is the Game of Thrones,
That's it.
kids.
Yep.
I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
In like 3 minutes, he's already got her figured out. Like,
I'm not quite sure what
shit.
to make of her. Not surprising, I suppose, for a northern girl, but not very encouraging either. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
Don't you shoot me that look.
No. I answered the king thing too when I saw that. I was like, no, I'm sorry. That's what you wanted me to say.
I believe your exact words
Marjorie
were
liked me.
appease her,
This may come as a surprise, but
which I
met your
define
father
as
once
say whatever
at
you
the tourney
need
at
to.
Mandersport.
Lie your
Even
ass
then, he didn't
off.
trust Cruz Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable
I
man.
guess it's interesting the lack of your ability to
You
lie
have
in
my
this game.
condolences for
Yeah.
his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even
Yeah, you
under
know
the
what?
best
Thanks.
of
I appreciate that.
circumstances.
Thank you, Lord
I appreciate you,
Tyrion.
Tyrion.
That's very kind of you to say.
We all do, Tyrion. Fucking.
That certainly took courage.
Salute to you, Peter Dinklage.
To so
making the
publicly
show
declare your
fucking
loyalty
tolerable.
to Joffrey
Yeah.
for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
Yeah, you know
My
what?
sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades.
Did I say
take
anything?
mine in thwarting them.
Or did he just cut me off?
We must find our amusements where
The
we
game
are.
was just
about
like,
to
that's,
say it.
that's
She
stupid. that you
threatened
don't
to
say
give
that.
your ironwood
Like,
to another house.
you will get killed.
It is the master of
The
coin who
game,
decides
the
such
Telltale games of all things, stepping in and
The
saving you from
crown
bad
needs
decisions.
boats.
Yeah.
Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard. Not her.
You can
no.
help my family.
Bro, you sounding too eager now.
I suppose
Not
the
playing
crown
the game.
could be persuaded.
He's
to
already,
secure
like,
ironwood
expressing,
from House
like,
Forrester.
Like walking me out.
Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such
He doesn't do
alliance.
like things for
And
no
it would
reason.
infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house.
Let's play
Are
the
you
game.
willing to risk that?
Where's the yes button?
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
I had a feeling it was
are
clear, but I was
brave
like, let's
girl,
just
aren't
wait.
I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival.
I hope we meet again.
Nothing would make Cersei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the North.
How long have we
King's
been
Landing
here,
can be a nest of
Shouldn't we
vipers to
know
the
this isn't the
uninitiated.
North? Why is it that everyone who's not from the North likes to tell people from the North that this isn't the North?
This ain't
but
the
then
North,
whenever
man.
they go to the North, they're like, damn, this isn't the North.
This ain't the North.
Which is funny, because that's exactly what LA is like. This isn't anywhere else. This is LA.
This is just
This
us.
is
so
isn't
true.
wherever you came from.
Mira.
Yeah, all the
I was
LA
worried.
folks, go ahead and comment in, show us your hate.
King's
How was
Landing
it?
is basically Washington, D.C. We're somewhere
Cersei has a way
inside.
of looking at you as though you're nothing. It's more than a little intimidating.
Yeah, it went
It
great.
went well. Really? That's a relief. Cersei is known for being rather difficult.
Whoa, that background.
Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working
It looks
on
like a
seating
like a
arrangements for the
hotel
wedding.
painting.
Of course, you and I are
Does. Like a
seated
really
way
bad
at the
hotel
back.
painting.
Here
It's
with the
simmering
fourth
with
cousins
sexual
and
tension.
nine-born sons.
Except this game is literally has
Sir
zero
Jamie,
sexual tension.
I
Except for
don't
when
mind
Lord
tarnishing
Forrester
that
was
white
giving us,
cloak of his.
The up and
the
down.
charming eyes in the
It's
beginning.
If you play it with your pants off, there's a lot
And
more sexual.
over in Martell, the Red
Oh, and you have to.
You guys. Oh well.
I'm told he has a paramour,
Oh, now we're talking about boys.
which I
No.
doubt is Dornish for wife.
Hey, oh, it's too
We're
late
just
again.
having some fun. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We
I
might
think she was
meet
talking
our
about
future husbands.
Joffrey.
Oh.
No, she was
Although
talking about
marrying a
Martell,
king,
Red Viper.
I can only
Oh.
imagine what that would be like.
It's been a little bit since I played this.
Would
Episode
you
2.
marry
Let's
Joffrey
go.
if
Let's
it
not
meant
do
you'd
some Wolf
become queen?
Among Us bullshit.
How's
He
about
does have a
no?
certain look
How about stop
about
working
him.
on a
I don't want to be
fucking
queen, no
Borderlands
matter
game?
who.
Yeah, I'm not interested
Don't
in
want
that.
to
No
be
one's
queen.
interested in that.
I didn't even
You
play the
Northerners.
last part of the pre-sequel.
You'd make a
dude.
I
better
was
haven't
Like,
played the
no.
last 2 Borderlands.
Well, I would marry him.
What was the
Imagine
last
the
one
power you
before
would
the
have
sequel?
as queen of the Seven Kingdoms. I
Borderlands,
might even allow you
Borderlands
to be
2,
my
Borderlands.
handmaiden.
Oh well, thank you for the honor
Let's see.
of being the
who
person that
else should
scrubs
we
your
marry?
toilet.
Nobody wanted
Brienne of
pre-sequel?
Tarth and
More-
Tyrion
no, the-
Lannister.
that. The Telltale one.
What a perfect match.
Fucking
Sir
More
Bronn
Game of Thrones.
and
What are you doing?
I was having a conversation.
Well,
I was
We're
doing
sorry, my
nothing.
lady.
Oh, don't cover for this whore.
Too late.
this is not a game. It's a battleground.
She just never
Allies
used
and
it.
enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira.